major catastrophe, and it's just so horrible to watch.
Devastating flash flooding in Texas, taking the lives of more than 100 people, with others still missing. The weather event being called a 100-year flood.
What that really means, there's a 1% chance that typically that would occur. However, that doesn't mean you can't have multiple 100-year floods or greater in a shorter time span.
And that's proven to be true in that same Texas area. The Guadalupe River saw major flooding during a handful of years. Back in 1987, flash floods hit a summer camp in Comfort, Texas. That's about 20 minutes from this current storm site. Those floods killed 10 teenagers. The National Weather Service said the Guadalupe River this weekend surged past those 1987 levels. Do you think that these weather events are happening more often, more frequently in recent years?
So whether that's having more frequent really depends on what region you're looking at, but the capacity and potential for heavier rain events is there under a warming atmosphere.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reported there were 28 separate weather and climate disasters that caused at least $1 billion in damage during 2023 alone. That's the highest annual disaster count in the 44-year record.
And these are some serious problems. South Phoenix is getting slammed right now.
Meteorologist Johnny Malloy says the most notable 100-year weather event in Phoenix was in September of 2014.
The city was at a standstill.
This is unbelievable. I've been here more than 15 years, never seen anything like this.
If I recall, it was over 6 inches of rainfall. That's a 1,000-year event. That is incredible amount of rain, like 6 inches in just a few hours.
The storm flooded valley freeways and hundreds of homes. Malloy says it's important to understand the dangers of flash flooding and have a plan.
Pay attention to the forecast. You know, if there's a flash flood watch, that's something to pay attention to. Flash flood warning, get out.
Now, Malloy says in Arizona during the monsoon, 100-year weather events can be extremely hyper-local. He says last year there was a 100-year rain event in southwest Phoenix where a lot of rain fell in a short amount of time. But depending where you live, it could have been a different story since the monsoon can be so spotty. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Holly, thank you.